Hello guys and welcome back. In today's video, we are going to talk about the Cupra Formentor e-hybrid in-depth review. So before starting this video, please like this video and subscribe to this channel for our future updates. The Formentor is an exceptionally attractive automobile. In terms of overall length, it's a touch longer than the Cupra or LITHIUM-ION, but it's also a little taller and wider. Its sweeping curves are sure to turn attention, and this new plug-in hybrid model is sure to spark curiosity, particularly among corporate car drivers eager to take advantage of the tax savings that the Formentor's claimed efficiency ratings entail. Cupra claims that it will release only 33 grams of CO2 every kilometer traveled, and that it will achieve up to 188.3 miles per gallon if you plug it in regularly. With this kind of travel, you will be able to drive up to 34 miles on a single charge of 12.8 kilowatt-hour usable capacity battery at a fraction of the expense of traveling the same distance with gasoline. The cabin is large, with plenty of legroom in the rear, albeit the boot capacity has been reduced from 450 liters in the conventional car to 345 liters in this plug-in hybrid due to the battery's reduced capacity. Copper stitching runs across the dash, and there are nice plush materials where you'd expect them, as well as grippy leather sports seats with more copper stitching, digital dials, and a large 12-inch infotainment screen that may be quick to respond but is still plagued by the VW Group's infuriating user experience. Why use 3 presses to turn on the heated seats when one will suffice? At the very least, you can get around the quirks of the infotainment screen by utilizing Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, and the rest of the technology story is compelling as well. At 40,000 pounds, there's adaptive cruise control and the entire array of safety aid features you'd expect from a vehicle in this price range. In the interior, the designers have been able to create an individual dashboard that appears to float. This illusion is created by the horizontal full LED wraparound ambient lighting strip, which changes color in response to drive mode selection and safety functions and spans the width of the fascia and flows into both front doors. Seating is unusually low for a crossover, and you'll be sitting on superbly supportive seats that, if you're not in the base trim, will be upholstered in Napa leather and embellished with copper-colored accents. The same type of embellishment can be found on the prominent center vents, the door cards, and the steering wheel. When you look through the steering wheel, you'll see a 10.3-inch digital cockpit instrument display. It's different from the instrument display seen in a more modest LITHIUM because of its updated visuals, while the screen's adjustable functionality is the same. Everything you can't get your hands on here, and a lot of what you can, will be displayed on a large 12-inch infotainment touchscreen that serves as a centerpiece of the dashboard. In the back, despite the coupe SUV design, headroom is adequate unless your passengers are of NBA caliber height, in which case headroom is inadequate. The boot space in this plug-in hybrid model is 345 liters as opposed to 420 liters in the 2.0-liter TSI type. When seats are folded, the overall capacity of the e-hybrid is 1,370 liters. Put the Cupra in its default hybrid mode and the car performs a good job of switching between fuel and electricity when necessary, resulting in decent economy figures. You can also configure it to store battery energy that you might wish to utilize later in your route, such as if you perform a highway stint before entering the city on your typical commute. This is because the petrol engine, like with any PHEV, is most efficient at highway speeds, while pure electric power is more efficient at slower speeds and in town. If you haven't plugged in or have already used the battery power, the Cupra will charge the battery using its petrol engine, which is convenient but comes at a cost in fuel economy because the petrol engine is working harder to drive the car and charge the battery. The Cupra is equipped with a 13 kilowatt-hour lithium-ion battery with a usable capacity of 12.8 kilowatt-hours, which is comparable to rivals such as Ford Kuga PHEV, LITHIUM e-hybrid, VW Golf GTE, and Renault Captur E-Tech. The battery pack is situated low beneath the car's boot and is thermally cooled by its radiator and expansion tank that operates independently of the cooling system utilized for the gasoline engine. The Cupra, like many other plug-in hybrids, only offers slow charging up to 3.6 kilowatts, which works out to about 3.5 hours from a standard residential wall box. A regular domestic 3-pin socket will provide a full charge in about 5 hours, so you can fully recharge the Cupra Formentor PHEV while at work or overnight at home, even if you don't have a home auto charger. The Type 2 connection is the European standard socket, which means the Cupra will work with a vast majority of AC public chargers found in town shopping center car parks. The charging cord, as well as the 3-pin plug for regular domestic outlets, are included as standard. If you want to know more, watch the video to the end, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. The 12-inch touchscreen infotainment system on the Cupra is an impressive standard feature on all models. Across the board, it has navigation, digital radio, Bluetooth, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, USB-C ports, and wireless phone charging. The system is high-set on the dash, has sharp graphics, and looks very sophisticated, so the slightly complicated menu arrangement is unlikely to put anyone off, but it does take some time to get used to the menu layouts and where some of the sub-menus are. Furthermore, it's simply to mistakenly press the touch-sensitive climate control buttons located beneath the screen while attempting to utilize the system. We'd also like to see a real volume control switch, however. The steering wheel button controls allow the driver to easily modify the volume and variety of other options. The intelligent voice control is also rather ingenious. Tell it your feet are cold, for example, and it will warm up the driver's footwell. It's not perfect, but it's one of the more effective in-car voice control systems. While the layout and interface flaws of the Cupra's infotainment tech are irritating, and we certainly prefer the BMW system for graphical quality and ease of use, the Cupra's touchscreen is astonishingly fully equipped and up-to-date. When it comes to safety, the Cupra leaves little to be desired. Every model includes automated emergency braking or AEB, which means the car will automatically brake if it detects an impending collision. Traffic sign recognition projects a speed limit onto the digital driver's display. Adaptive cruise control uses navigation data to subtly change the car's speed when approaching a turn or junction. The LED lights include automatic high beam assist, and there's traction control and 6 airbags. Blind spot assists and exit assist, which alert you of approaching traffic as you open the door, are also available on VZ trims. Surprisingly, only the top-spec VZ2 trim has a lane change assist, a feature seen across the model ranges of considerably cheaper rivals. The Cupra Formentor e-Performance Hybrid is good, but not the hot hatch frenzy you might expect given the performance figures. We tested the 241 bhp VZ2 car, which is hardly slow given the 7 seconds 0 to 60 miles per hour sprint, but it never felt particularly aggressive in the manner it accelerates down the road. This isn't the kind of car that fizzes and thrills when you drive it aggressively like a true hot hatch like the VW Golf GTI or Ford Focus ST. The 6-speed dual-clutch automatic transmission can be a little slow to respond at times, but it typically blends shifts nicely, and the electric motor and petrol engine function well together or independently. Sure, the throttle response changes as the power sources share the responsibility of propelling the Cupra, but it's subtle, and there's no hesitation or ungainly pause in your journey up the road. The Cupra's handling is rough in the way it struggles to put its power down, but it's also manageable and predictable. The way the front-wheel drive plug-in hybrid Formentor clings to a set route makes it exciting while remaining reassuringly stable. Unfortunately, there is no 4-wheel drive option with the Formentor PHEV. If you want that extra peace of mind in an eye-catching little SUV, the Jeep Renegade 4xe plug-in hybrid could be worth considering. What do you think of our video? We hope you enjoyed it. Let us know about your favorite part of the video in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from me again, be sure to like this video and hit the subscribe button before you go. Thanks for watching.